Going to give you an update on the path project. I'm out on the 4th hole. Most of the paths on the path 3s have now been cut. Most. I think we've still got to cut the 11th. But most of them have been cut. I'll give you a little tour in a minute of where the different routes are going. The guys have laid crush on most of them. There's going to be intersections where we've got irrigation running under the path. So that's the little bit that's taken a bit of time. But the crush is now down. We've got the Bomag rolling it. The plan moving forward is, once we've got the crush down on all the path 3s, then we're going to get the road planings in. So I think the idea is that we get the roots in, get the crush in, get it all prepared, and then we'll do all of the road planings at the same time. Out on the 6th, the path is all laid and the crush is down. It goes from the fairway at the front of the green, around the green, and out along the side of the tee box. There is a little area where the path crosses over with where the path used to be, which will just be finished off. I think there's an irrigation pipe going underneath, so we're just putting a couple of sleeves in. And then the path goes around the left-hand side of the lake. I'll head up a little bit closer to give you a better view. Out on the 7th, the path goes along the tee box, across the front of the tee box. There will be a spur that will go off to the red tee and the blue tee over there. It then comes around this left-hand side of the lake, wrap round the end of the lake, and then round the left-hand side of the green, and will run along the 8th tees, which then runs out to the 8th fairway. Once this path is in place, the intention is to remove the path that's on the right-hand side. We get a few benefits from that. Obviously, I know there's an element of pace of play and noise when people are playing on the 12th green and teeing off on the 13th. And then we'll probably plant a few more trees, maybe some bushes, something like that, just to create a bit of a barrier, and just isolate the 7th hole a little bit more. Out on the 11th, the path is going to remain pretty much in the same location. We might move this bit over a little bit further to the left. But again, the sub base of this path is pretty sound, so we'll just prepare the surface and then relay the surface all the way up. The path will then run up to the left edge of the green, and then it will go through the trees to the 12th, so following the existing path, and then again from the tee box across to the fairway. I know the front edge of that fairway can get very wet, but obviously we've got drains in there now, and a path should try and keep it nice and tidy for the future. The road planings will run up to just to behind this the black tee box here, and then from further down, that's going to be a service path. Obviously the greenkeepers use that in the wetter months, so that's going to be laid as well. So again, it gives the greenkeepers a route across the golf course, so they can ultimately go from that 9th ditch right down the bottom there. They can follow this path all the way up, and it will also run across the front of the 12th tee, which will give them access out to the 13th fairway. Just trying to make life easier for the greenkeepers as well when they're doing maintenance on the course. Out on the 18th tee, I think the guys are pretty much done here now. So the path goes from the fairway just up there, goes obviously along the tee box, around the winter mat, then out to the 17th green. The guys did take a couple of trees out here to create this route, just to make it a little bit wider. But we haven't opened it up too much, but it does open up that nice oak tree. As we head round the corner, you can see the route runs down the left-hand side of the 17th. I think this keeps it out the way, so when you're standing on the tee, we still keep the optics of the hole. That path then goes across the red tee and then between the yellows, whites and blacks. That then follows up to the 16th green. On the 16th green, I just wanted to show you the other end of that path. So that path comes up to here. It'll be drained up to here as well to again try and create that dry route. It then follows around between the oak trees and out along the side of the tee box over there. Once the par 3s are complete, we are looking to extend the paths to the par 4s and par 5s. So areas like this as an example. So there will be a route from the 9th green. It will run across obviously the tee boxes down to the fairway, and it will also link up with the tarmac around there. So every hole will have a path around the tee from green to tee, and then to fairway. Again, once again, just making sure the priority here is that there is a drive route around this golf course. The final part of the path project will include relocating course furniture. So we've got hole signs, bins and ball washers. We have bought new bins, and we're going to relocate all of these and make a nice little sort of almost display area on every hole. We're also going to incorporate some of the benches, just tidying everything up, sharpening up all the edges.